Tuesday, February the 4th at 9:30 in the morning. I want to let you know I have kind of modified our proceedings in here so we can expedite the business of our county government. We want to do it in an orderly fashion. And we all love our country. We all love to be able to speak. So here we go. Citizens, audience members, you will have 3 minutes to speak uninterrupted. So at any time during this meeting, just like we have been doing in the past before the public hearing, if any time during this meeting you feel the need to say something, you have a question, a comment, a concern, simply raise your hand and I will be the one to acknowledge you. And you'll have 3 minutes to speak uninterrupted. Fiscal court members will have the opportunity to comment after your 3 minutes. And then lastly, you, the citizen, will have 1 minute for rebuttal. Any questions about that? Did you get that? Okay, then the agendas are back here on the back. You may have a question about signing in. If you signed in, that's probably fine. If you didn't sign in, as I've been doing in the past, it's fine. I still believe in letting all folks have the right to say what they want to say. And we'll just limit the time. Okay, so be respectful to one another, no interrupting, and we will begin our meeting. Our pastor, Nate Young from Mercy Hill Baptist Church, had a family emergency, so let's be in prayer for him. And Mr. Bob Combest, please lead us in prayer.
Sure.
Let's stand.
Great Heavenly Father, thank you for letting us assemble here today to go about our business of the county. Help our leaders make good decisions that benefits us and help everybody. And oh Lord, help us walk in your footsteps so we can be better citizens in Bullitt County. Bullitt County prosper so we can be the #1 county in the state. Thank you, oh Lord. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, magistrates, number 4 on our agenda, presentation and approval of bills. Action is requested on the bills as presented by the Judge Executive's Office. Any questions?
Make a motion to pay the bills.
Thank you, Manager. Thank you, Manager. We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Ms. Brandon, will call the roll.
Ms. Ashwell?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Blackwell?
Yes.
Mr. Bradshaw?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. And go ahead, Ms. Solomon, go ahead.
Well, I've got the treasurer's claims, 133 and 131.
So action is requested on the bills as presented by the Treasurer's Office.
What names did you say, Don? I'm sorry. 123 and 131. Okay.
Make a motion to approve the bill, be great. I'll second that motion.
Thank you, Manager. Since we have a motion and a second, any questions or discussion? Ms. Brandon, you may call the roll.
Ms. Ashwell?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Blackwell?
Yes.
Mr. Bradshaw?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you. 132 and 133. 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 132 and 133.
agenda, approval of the minutes from January the 21st, 2014, unless there are changes.
Just a minute. I'll make a motion to pass accept the minutes as they are.
Thank you, Magistrate.
I'll second that motion.
Thank you, Magistrate. We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of January 21st, 2014. Any questions or discussion? Ms. Brand, you may call the roll.
Ms. Ashcraft?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Mr. Bradshaw?
Yes.
Judge Roberts?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Thank you. Magistrates, Cindy Prestigiacomo could not be here this morning, so just cross out the presentation about the sign for the building, and they will reschedule at a later date. Now, on to departmental reports. We have Director Rowan Hammond of Planning and Zoning to do the first reading and the second reading. Good morning, Director Hammond.
Good morning. On the first reading, I have scheduled the, for Green and Strange. And in your package, you should have had a letter attached from his attorney, John Wilbur. And I'll read that letter. It says, Strange Enterprises has filed a zoning application for a portion of its property located in Bullitt County, Kentucky, in which the Bullitt County Joint Planning Commission heard and a favorable recommendation was received, which is being forwarded to your office. At this time, please be advised that this office has represented Strange Enterprises and we respectfully request that this zoning application be withdrawn and that the fiscal court not vote on the zoning as requested therein and the file be returned to the Bullitt County Planning Commission office. Strange Enterprises is in the process of disposing of the property to the new owner, and the purpose of the rezoning request will be moot upon the transfer of this property. A copy of this letter has been forwarded to the Bullitt County Joint Commission, which voted on the rezoning request upon doing so lost the jurisdiction to cancel the rezoning as requested by the applicant. A copy of this letter is also being forwarded to the Honorable Kenny Baker, who is the counsel for the Bullitt County Joint Planning Commission. If you need additional information from this office or for the zoning applicant, in order to comply with the applicant's wishes, please contact this office. Do we have to do anything? Do we have to do the?
You have to vote on it, to have a final action taken by this court.
Okay. So go ahead and read it.
You have to vote on the withdrawal.
Okay.
You don't need to read that. You need to have them vote on the withdrawal of their application. That'll be their final action.
So, we do need action to go to withdraw this docket number 2014-01 Strange Enterprises Inc. from,
Make a motion to accept the request for withdrawal on this zoning action.
Thank you, Magistrate.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? And
Judge, I need to amend it or add.
Sure.
It's docket number 2014-01.
okay, Ms. Brand, will you read the motion, please?
And Ms. Bradshaw made a motion to accept the withdrawal request concerning zoning application 2014-01.
Any questions or discussion? And Ms. Brand, you may call the roll.
Ms. Ashball?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Westbrook?
Yes.
Mr. Bradshaw?
Yes.
Judge Roberts?
Yes.
Motion carried.
For my second reading, we have docket number, 2013-Z-35. The applicant was Jerry Hooks. They were asking to rezone a portion of his property from agriculture to R1 residential. The planning commission heard this case on December 12, 2013. The planning commission requested to give this a favorable recommendation because the property is being divided into two tracts. A 5.7 acre tract is too small to remain agricultural, but it does fit within the R1 residential zone, and it does meet the comprehensive plan.
Ordinance number 14-01, an ordinance changing the zoning from agricultural to R1 residential. The property in question is 5.798 acres, more or less located at 560 Grigsby Lane in an unincorporated area of the county. Be ordained by the fiscal court of the county of Bullock, Commonwealth, Kentucky in summary. Number 1 sets forth that the above property located in the unincorporated area of Bullock County, and more particularly described in the minutes and records of the planning commission in docket number 2013-Z-35, is hereby changed from agricultural to R1 residential. Given the first reading at the regular meeting of the fiscal court on the 21st day of January 2014, and given a second reading at the regular meeting of the Bullock County Fiscal Court on the 4th day of February 2014.
Thank you, County Attorney. Action is requested.
I make a motion, we accept it as planning and zoning is requested.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Magistrate. We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Would you like the motion to be read by or clear? Ms. Brown, please call the roll.
Ms. Ashball?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Westbrook?
Yes.
Mr. Bradshaw?
Yes.
Judge Roberts?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Do we have any more meetings that
Yes,
follow?
we're having another comprehensive plan meeting this Thursday, which is February 6th at 3 o'clock. And all of them.
Where's it at here?
It's going to be in the planning commission courtroom. There's Lord Oh, I do want to tell you that Brian Richardson is creating a new website for the planning and zoning office. And I think it's going to be a whole lot easier to navigate for everybody. And it's under construction, and we will have that up and running very soon.
And thank you, Director Hammond, for your help in putting different types of documents onto the site that's now present. Thank you for your help and all that.
This one will have all our zoning regulations, it'll have all our applications, it'll have our zoning recommendations, will be the planning commission approves and forwards to the cities, fiscal court. It'll have our minutes, it'll have everything. So I think we'll have all our the dates of our scheduled meetings, our cutoff dates. I think we'll have everything that's public on city.
Thank you, Director Hammond. Okay, sounds good to me. Magistrate, I was going to take Director Stivers, but let's, right, go ahead, you're right, let's bring up Myrtle French. Good morning, Myrtle. Myrtle is with the Sheriff's Office, and she's going to bring us the sheriff's budget.
Yep. I just want you to go to the budget for 2014. Yes.
This is under new business number 1. Thank you, Myrtle, for being here today. Yeah, if there are no questions or discussion, a motion and a second.
Make a motion to accept the sheriff's budget as presented.
I'll second.
Thank you, Magistrate. We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? And this is Hearing no discussion or questions, then Ms. Brandon may call the roll.
Ms. Ashcraft?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Mr. Bradshaw?
Yes.
Judge Walker? Motion carried.
Thank you, Marvel.
Judge, if we could address the
Sure.
surplus of the.
On the motion.
Yes, perfect, go get it, magistrate. Marvel, we're gonna address this surplus item before we do it.
But there's a copier that we made you all aware of, was it 2 years or years ago or somewhere through there? When our copier went down, we have been using a copier from the sheriff's office and paying all the maintenance fees on it, et cetera. And it's actually the sheriff's, it's assigned to the sheriff's property and it needs to be surplus. It is on its last leg, it's putting out noxious fumes. Remember, you think it's been here since, shocking. I got confirmation from them this morning by email that they will actually take it, because we don't even know that we did, how we get rid of it. And we may get a $250 credit or check on it, so if that's okay with you, all we can surplus it.
I'll make a motion to surplus this item, if there are no other questions.
I'll second that motion.
Magistrate, any questions? Okay, we have a motion and a second to surplus this copy machine as written on this paper. Bridget, did you get this? Any questions or discussion? And Ms. Brandon, you call the roll.
Ms. Ashcraft?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Mr. Bradshaw?
Yes.
Judge Walker?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Anything else that we need Marvel for? Thanks, Marvel. You're welcome. Magistrate, if you don't mind, let me go ahead and bring up our Bullitt County Extension Agency board appointments. You know, Daryl's an agent, he's got to go back to work. Faye is extremely busy right now with what she's dealing with. So if you don't mind, could we go ahead and take care of under new business, number 5, number 6, number 5, and number 6. So number 5, I make a motion to appoint Brenda Eddington. Now, she is not here today, but Daryl is here if you have any questions. To the District Board of the Bullitt County Extension Agency, Brenda Eddington's term to expire December 2016. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Magistrate. We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? And Ms. Brandon may call the roll.
Ms. Ashcraft?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Mr. Bradshaw?
Yes.
Judge Walker?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you, Magistrate. Thank you, Bridget. Next, number 6, and Faye is here with us today. I make a motion to appoint Faye Bennett to the District Board of the Bullitt County Extension Agency. Term expires December 2015. Faye will be replacing Bonnie Abel, who has resigned. Do I hear a second?
I'll second that motion.
Thank you. A motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, Ms. Brandon, you may call the roll.
Ms. Ashcraft?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Mr. Bradshaw?
Yes.
Judge Walker?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you all very much. Okay. Thank you all for being here, appreciate it. Yes, Gary.
Number 12 in new business, but not be included.
Thank you. I knew there was one more. Bless you, bless you. Okay.
In the air.
Oh, Daryl's hand was in the air, okay. Magistrates, number 12, under new business. I make a motion to appoint Dawn Bischoff. She could not be here this morning, but Daryl is here to answer questions. I wish to appoint Dawn Bischoff to the District Board of the Bullitt County Extension Agency, term to expire December 2016.
I'll second that motion.
Thank you, Magistrate. We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Ms. Brandon, may call the roll.
Ms. Ashcraft?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Mr. Bradshaw?
Yes.
Judge Walker?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Judge and magistrates, thank you all for moving this up. Thank you for reappointing some and reappointing one to replace others. I enjoy working with these folks, and I think they do a great job for us as an office and for you all as part of the county. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Darrell. Director Jenny Stivers, who's been a very busy man the last couple of months with all the frequent weather that we had. Thank you, Judy and the whole crew for such an excellent job, and I do think they deserve another round of applause.
Thank you. Guys, we're going to do it. And I'm sorry that these systems are hitting me at the wrong time. Time gets over with. You've got people trying to get to work and it's really in there. We'll do the best we can with what we got. It takes a while to clear all the roads, except for the road. All in.
Wow.
Our trucks are sliding off the road. I got one hand on it, it's looking out, it's coming down. Hopefully, it won't help.
While we're on the topic, I'm receiving many kudos, praises for our road department, and I want to share that with the guys who are working so hard. But people are saying to me, great job, keep it up, wonderful, be careful, prayers are with you.
There's a group that hit the wall out. It really is starting to drag out. And the thing over the one reason for this is that we split the shift up, we put up a 12-hour day and 12-hour night. When you work through the day and you take the pull off and go all night, it's really rough to work off. Bad enough. But they're hanging. I'll try to explain this as quickly and as best I can. Brooks Schoolhouse Road is in the first district in the Brooks area. It's been a county road ever since I've been running. City of Hillview annexed this road a while back. We was under the understanding that it was all that had been annexed. But the paperwork they gave us was here so. We found out later that it all had not been annexed, it was part of it. So it had already been took off the state list for county road. After we realized this, so we contacted the state and they said, since this has happened, to readjust this, you need to do a resolution on Schoolhouse Road in this ordinance 0.392. And I'll put it back on the road. That way you'll be qualified for state funds on that road.
Do they do it side by side, or do they do it halfway so far up and then the rest of it is county? How they do that?
In the curve there by the golf course, where Hillview stops at, we've got from there down to the road. They
Down
got
to the what, I'm sorry.
down to the railroad track, Kent Hollis Railroad track, beside the golf course. No, they didn't, the way I understand it, they didn't get either side of that. It's just the part they took, they took one side. That's what I understand. This is a correct problem. We'll be able to get state funds off of it. And I'm sorry, this might have been my fault, I didn't do it on my own.
Okay, so, cities to, annex.
Cities, the way I understand it, can annex anywhere on any road. If they take one side, they don't have to take the road, if they take both sides, both take the road. No way to stop it. They can put a lot of brakes. And,
I'm sorry,
But that's the way I understand it. And that's the way it's been. On some of our roads, they'll say they own half, and we got the other half, it doesn't make sense. So I like it. Anything. Really good a lot of roads up, so our guys don't exactly know where to stop and where to go at.
I don't blame them for not knowing.
Take care of it.
And I think a particular problem here was that the section that was the county's property of this road was so old when it was recorded, it hadn't been updated with actual measurements.
I couldn't find the
Right.
paper.
So that's why we thought it was better just to go out and actually get some measurements.
I guarantee you, it was kind of worth it. I think it was too long.
It's very confusing on that, though, when you, I mean, you know, I've got one now that, is, one part of the road is Hillview, the other part is Elm.
And see, the problem with this, I need to get this done because legally, I cannot do anything on that section of road. So this is done. It's not considered county road.
So what we need a resolution showing that
Everybody, you just give them reasons. Oh, and,
okay.
You want me to?
You want to read this one?
if she wants to read it, that's fine. Just need to read the first full paragraph. Because we haven't voted yet, we're filling in, because the auditor didn't actually vote, we're filling in so we can post that.
So I can make a motion by reading this.
Yeah.
I make a motion, whereas the Board County Fiscal Court has previously accepted into its county road system for perpetual maintenance the road Scrub Road. And whereas Skipton has requested verification as to the exact section of said road that Will County Fiscal Court maintains due to the annexation of part of said road by the city of Hillview. Now therefore be it resolved that Bullock County Fiscal Court does verify that the following road has been accepted into the county road system for perpetual maintenance. Brooks Schoolhouse Road from this intersection of Kentucky Highway 1020 including west 0.392 miles. And I need a resolution regarding all that information.
And I'll second that motion. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? And Ms. Brandon, will you just read that motion, please?
Yes. Do you want me to put all that as your motion, or can I just put that they are accepting resolution 14-1?
And put this with the record, and it'll be fine.
Okay, thank you.
And, yeah, just.
Okay, so the motion is to accept resolution 1401 as read on the record concerning Brooks Schoolhouse Road.
Very good, thank you, Ms. Brandon. Okay, no questions or discussion? Hearing none, Ms. Brandon, you may call the roll.
Ms. Ashcraft?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Laszlo?
Yes.
Mr. Bradshaw?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts? Yes. Motion carries.
Thank you, got something else for me?
Yeah, I want you to make something.
I'm so tired of it, we're on that.
Just a minute, Butch, let me take Mr. Morrow first, okay?
Yeah,
Well, go ahead, Butch.
I was just gonna say, Jimmy's wife told me that he wouldn't retire, so we're gonna have him around a long time.
I hadn't seen her lately. The sad part is, if everybody's that tired, it's still got a ton of stuff coming in. But I wish, that could be our weather station.
I'm about ready to shoot it, that's something.
Okay, Mr. Merle Davis, would you come on up here and to the podium, please? Nice to meet you, Mr. Davis, and come on up to the podium and ask us
county just come out now and plows the road that's parallel to my road, on the south side. And, my understanding that, my road has never been taken into the county system. And I'd like to find out what I can do to get the county to take over this next. I'm taking care of this road for going on 50 years. I'll take my own tractor and grade it, like I did yesterday. But since the county always sends a truck out with a grader blade and grades the road parallel to it, I don't understand why it would be that much trouble to run down there another 350 feet and grade my road, or while they're salting it, spread a little salt on it. Probably $20 worth of salt, maybe, I don't know. But there's 5 houses back that road, and years ago, we took up everybody together, we blacktopped the road, and then slashed it one time, there was no way to traffic like that. But there's a grade right in front of my house, and the other people's house, and they have to go up, and when it's covered with snow and ice, it's hard to do. For some people, I pulled a lot of people up that road in the traffic. I like to see what I can do about getting the county, at least, I don't care if they mow it, I'm more myself. If they would salt it and grade it another area. That would be possible.
How much more time do you have? You've got about 45 seconds left, Mr. Davis, if you'd like to say anything else, but we'll have 1 minute for rebuttal after the court has commented.
That's
That's about it. Let's ask the fiscal court members if they have any comments, or the county attorney, or Jimmy Sauer. Is it a private road?
Yes, ma'am.
Magistrates, and I'll let you take it, just.
Well, since it's a private road, they can't go on it. And also, we have a moratorium regarding taking any roads into the county system. And so, I don't know, I mean, it'd be up to the county attorney and the road department. Once that she gives us information, gives us the go to do it, but I'm sure she can't, because that is the state ruling regarding private roads, and the county putting out any kind of salt and using their equipment on a private road.
It's not the county attorney's decision. The General Assembly passed a statute in 2004 that regulates what a road has to basically consist of before a county can take it into the system. Jimmy has all of that information. And if you meet the criteria, then you can apply for the county to bring that into the county road system. But the statute prohibits us from taking in anything that doesn't meet that basic requirement. And you can get with Jimmy on that, okay? He'll have to go out there and look at it. He hasn't already got it.
Well, I thought it was sort of funny, and it doesn't matter, I don't care what the county did. And my wife is saying this, the county did come out there, the other road that's parallel to mine, they blacktop that road all the way back to Mike Ryder's place. It's Reeder Lane, it just splits in front of my house. They took the right-hand lane, and they blacktop that all the way back to Mike Ryder's house.
If it's in, if it's in the county system, if it's done, if it wasn't in the county system, I guarantee you. I got the record over and pull it up. I just showed my mom, I won't start about the pain, or it is.
I'd like to see that, because I'm 99.9% sure this Michael's on the building plan, which it doesn't bother me, but that goes like all the way back.
And if it's took in after a certain year, remember the year?
Yeah,
I'm guys forward is it's always the statute, man. 2004, I didn't know we were gonna be here today, so I didn't. Off the top of my head, I
So
don't
it was
know.
done before then. sure, you know, back that road,
Mr. Davis.
you know, there's not very many houses back that road. There's 5 of my houses back my road.
Mr. Stivers will have all the information you need, and then if you have any questions, you all are more than welcome to come see me, we can do that quite a bit. And then I can look at our statutes and our CNR ordinances, and we can talk about last year's situation.
Mr. Davis, yeah, Mr. Stivers is going to meet with you right now, okay? Thank you, Mr. Davis, for being here.
Thank you.
You have a great day.
Send to you.
Anything else you need to bring up for the moment? Any of the issues with the road department? Okay.
No.
Director Phillips, good morning. I want to thank our emergency services for always being prepared during this very challenging winter season we have had. And will you let the folks know that there was an extra ambulance?
We're on the same page now.
We are on the same page now? Good.
The week, the snow coming in and the potential of having more than 5 to 6 inches, we put on the extra ambulance, move one down to the LJ area, and then run 3 at Shepherdsville, try to put one on top of the hill up at the fire department in Nichols. We will probably do that again starting at 3 o'clock today. The extra crews coming in. We'll have at least 6 trucks on. Dispatch will be at full staff, second and third shift. There won't be any PC. The potential of the increased calls and the increased runs. And then we've got a conference call with all of the area EMS directors to make sure that our mutual aid response, and we're going to stage, we're Hardin, Nelson, and Spencer will stage their ambulances so that we can use each other accordingly to get faster responses. And then we'll probably do the same thing Sunday.
These folks also deserve a round of applause because, you know, a lot of these folks work, well, the same person doesn't work around the clock, but, you know, you have to have emergency services 24/7, so I see some hands up.
I'll make sure the crews hear about the praise because they deserve it. Everyone's out there in the cold and the ice, moving patients and walking and standing in water while they're giving people a breath. So,
And before you move on to the next topic, Mike, I do hear the same thing about your department. I hear good things, you know. The ambulance service folks did a great job preparing everything. You did a super job. They were very caring. So it's really nice to get those compliments from the people when I'm out and about. And I'm sure the magistrates do too, so thank you for having a great agency and I thank the folks who work and serve with you.
I'll certainly let them know. I have before you 2 items for your consideration and hopefully approval today. The first item should have been placed in your packet. It's an acknowledgement letter to the Kentucky Board of EMS. If you all remember, back in October, you approved the judge and I to submit paperwork to the Kentucky Board of EMS for a grant. This is acknowledgement that we've received $10,000 from that grant, and they're asking that the judge sign this acknowledgement letter so that we will be able to receive our $10,000 for this year.
Yeah, I just need permission to sign it.
I'll make a motion to give the judge permission to sign a grant status report.
Thank you, Magistrate.
A second.
Thank you, Magistrate. We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion? Then, Ms. Graham, we need a motion, please.
Yes, the motion is to authorize the judge to sign the entry into the grant status report, concerning the Kentucky Board of Emergency.
And please call the roll.
Ms. Ashcraft?
Yes.
Mr. Hood?
Yes.
Mr. Glassboro?
Yes.
Mr. Bradshaw?
Yes.
Ms. Roberts?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
The final item is, we solicited sealed bids for purchase of a 2014 Type 2 ambulance that was budgeted in this year's budget. We sent out 3 packets, received 1 back, and I've distributed copies of those. It's my recommendation today and asking for your approval to purchase the Ford chassis 2014 350 Econoline van for the Osage Ambulance Industries in the amount of $58,540. And authorize the county treasurer to cut the check upon delivery and invoice of the vehicle.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, magistrates. We have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion?
How many ambulances will this make you make?
This will replace a 2002 vehicle with over 390,000 miles on it.
So this will be 4 or 5?
No, it'll just, we have 10 total, and all this one will do is, once we receive it, we'll strip the high mileage vehicle off, put all that equipment in this new one, and then I will be at the next meeting or at a future meeting and surplus that vehicle, put on go through.
Any other questions or discussion? Ms. Brandon, will you please read the motion?
The motion is to accept the bid of Visage Ambulance to purchase a new 2014 Ford Chasis E350 Econoline van and authorize the treasurer to cut the check upon receipt of vehicle.
And the home, did you say the home?
Oh, no, and at $58,940.
Good job. Thank you, Ms. Brandon. And, you may call the roll.
Ms. Ashbaugh?
Yes.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Laswell?
Yes.
Mr. Bradshaw?
Yes.
Mr. Robert?
Yes.
Motion carries.
The only other thing I want to bring up, Judge, is we've got 2 conference calls with the National Weather Service scheduled for today, so Mark will be monitoring those calls, and we're trying to update the public through our Facebook page, so as we start getting more information, because tonight, there's so many variables that's going to happen that we're not going to really get a good handle on it, probably until about an hour and a half before it gets, and then we'll have a real good idea whether it's going to be all rain or if there's going to be a bunch of ice or how it's going to drop. So this is a very weird storm that we're trying to track, and as soon as this one hits, we're starting to monitor and pay attention for Saturday night and Sunday. That has the potential to dump a lot of snow based on some of the models we're looking at. So public just wants to follow our Facebook page, and I do not have Facebook, so I'm going to, I think it's Boyle County Emergency Management Facebook or whatever it is. Mark and let's monitor that and keep me advised. I refuse to have a Facebook page.
Yeah, it's a great Facebook page. Go check it out. They've always got the watches, the warnings. Thank you. And it's a great one.
Boyle County Emergency Management.
Thank you, Director Phillips. Let's bring up Director Hatfield for our solid waste. Good morning, Director Hatfield.
Oh, glad to be back.
We're glad to see you.
Glad to have you.
I have really missed you for you now.
Oh. Y'all miss me?
Yes.
I just wanted to-
Especially because you helped me out.
I just wanted to give you an update on our litter abatement. We did spend all the money, so I want to thank the jail and the road department and Constable Wright for getting out there. We had to spend $70,100 something. We ended up spending $98,102.58. And as I always tell you every year, that all of that is not actually cash money that we spent, because I wrote off almost $5,000 worth of disposable for the bags, and I can write off different things in the state grant. So, but anyway, we're not sending any money back. That's a plus. They cleaned 1,760 miles of road, and they picked up 9,384 bags of garbage. So, that being said, I'm glad we're not sending any money back. I'm meeting with the Division of Water 17th of this month, February, and we have stopped the leachate, as I told you before when I had surgery, and this meeting is with going from what I told you all before, the long list down to the short list. So we have, the engineer is going to meet me there, and we have provided them with 5 years of data to my argument is gonna be that we've never been out of compliance other than iron. So why do we need to test for some of these tests that I don't know? So I'm hoping I'll win the argument and we can cut that down a little bit. Any questions that have been done?
Tell the court about how much money you have saved on that landfill in the last several years.
You're probably looking at right around $90,000 to $100,000. But we stopped doing the well testing, was $48,000, and we stopped, the leach aid is gonna be around $50,000, so that's $98,000 right there. So you're looking at right around $100,000, and then if I can get this cut down in half, you know, from the big list to the short list, this leach aid really is gonna save us a ton of money. I mean, I'm really glad to get them. It's just you have to have your facts, and you know how politics is in Franklin. You gotta get to the right people, and you gotta argue, and the squeaky wheel gets the grease, and I've been squeaking here about 6 months.
He had it operated on and fixed.
Pardon?
He had it operated on and fixed.
Yeah. If you ever have knee surgery, men or women, but don't think your wife can take care of you. Because it's not good. Any questions? Now be excused, Judge. Thank you all.
Thank you, Director Hatfield, for looking for all that money saving on that money. Director Rudy Hawkins, Code Enforcement.
I have nothing.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. Bring everything up tomorrow. We'll go on with number 2 of the new business. Under new business, number 2, presentation of the North Nelson Water District 2014 budget. County Attorney, here I'm going to ask that question again. We just need to present it for the record, accept it into the record. Ms. Brandon, we want to, magistrate, is that okay with you all to accept it into the record? Okay.
Do we need the motion on it, but just accept it?
So that has been completed. Number 3 under new business, presentation of Bullitt County Conservation District 2014 budget. Deputy Judge, do you have any information concerning the conservation budget? Meaning anything in addition to it being handed to my office? Magistrates, I don't have any additional information other than it was handed to us.
We just do the same thing again as we did with that Nelson County.
No, I think we have to vote on this one because we provided them funding. So they'll have to study it, look at it, take a vote on it, eventually, if today's time, we don't have to do it matter. What does matter, so let's take a look at this and what do you all think we want to do?
table it there, we'll vote again. And I'll look at that information. For next